Since you clicked on these videos, you probably have seen content about which habits you need in order to have a successful life.
Most of these habits are good, but have you ever wondered if they will actually help you to create a happy life? Today we will share with you 5 success habits that we had, but then later decided to stop because they became unhealthy for us.
You will also get tips and tools on how to understand if you should also reconsider these habits and what the alternatives could be. Many times we think that being successful in life means achieving as many of our goals as possible. So in order to achieve these goals, we create daily tasks that eventually become daily habits. Whatever the habits are, it's important that they serve us to go towards our mission and purpose in the healthiest and happiest way possible.
Waking up early.
This is a habit that every video and blog post out there suggests that you need to do in order to be successful. So of course we started doing it as well.
So when we started to do this, we weren't even together. We were living abroad and our morning routine was about waking up at 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So many hours actually before that needed.
During all those hours we were doing our morning routine, exercising, studying languages, meditation, all these self-improvement things. But when we changed our lifestyle, we actually realized that waking up so many hours before, it was actually giving us stress, not anymore the energy and productivity it used to. And after some time of this, we started to feel really tired from the morning until the evening. And the habit that used to give us energy and make us more productive was actually killing it. And we started to feel even more tired because of it.
So what we did was to create a new morning routine as a couple.
Yeah.
So we included the time together in it and we started asking ourselves, why do I really need to wake up so early in the morning? How much time do I truly need to feel energized enough?
So in the end, after all, that sounded funny. So now we understand that it's not about at what time you wake up, it's what you do when you are awake. Number 2, planning our day to the minute. At some point in our life, planning the day minute by minute was an effective habit. We got a lot of things done and we were actually productive. For example, I knew that my breakfast was from 7:15 to 7:30. After that I was studying language from this time to this time and so on.
The downside of this, of course, was that even a small delay would change everything in the plan, and then we felt it created this need that we had to rush to finish our things, otherwise we couldn't complete the tasks, and this created a lot of stress even when there was no need to rush at all. So it wasn't anymore about the thing itself, but it was about finishing it in time.
Yeah.
And this has pushed us away from the things that matters to us.
Of course we still plan our day, but now it's just a list of things that we need to do and it's based on our monthly goals or yearly goals. And we organize the day by not adding as much stuff there as possible, but in a realistic way that we know that we can actually achieve those things in one day.
But also what is very important for you to remember is that you have to enjoy the journey, and that's more important than reaching your goals faster. Number 3, pushing ourselves even when feeling exhausted.
Again, because of our personality, we are very hard-working people. We were very obsessed with this idea that a successful day means to get everything done, and not in just mediocre way, but really like extraordinary way, like top level. You can understand that this is not just overwhelming, but unrealistic. I mean, you cannot have these top level performances every single day. And now a little story time.
So there was a time in which I was in the university. I had assignments to give back within a couple of days. These tasks weren't easy at all. Most of the times they were highly demanding and especially very exhausting. For all of our teachers, being late meant to fail, and failing wasn't an option because of the fear of failing. The students were really willing to take the time needed for complete these tasks from eating and sleeping because we were already taking all of our time studying and completing these tasks. So that was pretty much 4 years of my life. Until I understood that I wasn't willing anymore to renounce to my eating or sleeping just because I was afraid of failing or just because I thought that not completing a task meant failing.
We both had this idea that in order to be successful, you really cannot fail and you will always have to push yourself beyond the limit. After getting very close to burnout, we realized that working hard and not smart is not really worth it, especially when it comes with the cost of your health and well-being. Number 4. Skipping social events to be more productive. Many times in internet I have come across this idea that you have to renounce to the time socializing with your friends and family in the name of productivity and success. I mean, this could be true if you spend your time with people that you don't really like or who don't bring any value in your life. Also, if the thing that you are doing is really harmful for your well-being, like getting wasted on every Saturday, it's not really something that maybe you should do.
What we are talking about in here is a little bit different because it's about stopping your social life just because you want to become a millionaire or build up your career or just have the perfect body shape. I mean, it's completely understandable if there are times in which you want to be by yourself, focusing on your work and the things that really matter to you and where you want to go towards in life.
Yeah, we all have these moments.
Yeah. But always remember to get back to those ones that are close to you and ask what is going on in their lives and to feel connected to them before it's too late and you might lose them.
Yeah, the sad thing could be that when you finally make it, it could be that there's nobody with you there to celebrate with.
Last but not least, number 5. Thinking that we need to be extraordinary in order to be successful in life. This really hit me in the face when we for the first time realized it with Seve, because for us it wasn't just a thinking habit, but it was like really a mindset.
Yeah, whole mindset, yeah. A year ago I read this book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a by Mark Manson, and there was this chapter that was called You Are Not Special. Of course my ego went immediately like, what are you saying? What is this? I'm working so hard to become something great. But after finishing the chapter, I realized how right he is, that being extraordinary has become the new normal and being average has become the new failure. I mean, how unhealthy is that?
So after accepting that probably in the big picture we will just be nobody, a lot of stress and pressure went just away. And through this we had the opportunity to realize what actually success means to us. And it's not anymore about achieving goals and being productive or being remarkable for thousands of people, but it's more about living an intentional and balanced life full of memorable experiences.
We didn't lose our ambition that you might think. Definitely not. Quite the opposite. We actually became even more ambitious, but just in the things that actually matter to us. I highly suggest to get a copy of this book, especially if you feel like you are an overachiever like us.
Please let us know in the comments if there's any success habit that you felt it was the moment to stop.
Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.
Signing out, Fra and Seve.
Ciao!
Ciao.